In this video, we will take you through how to file a notice of acknowledgement in the portal. From your list of cases, you should decide which case it is you are filing the notice of acknowledgement and click on View to go into the case summary page for that particular case. In this example, I will use Dawson versus White Star, which is a UK Supreme Court notice of appeal. On the case summary page, you will see buttons to take you to the case details, button to take you to information about your payment and any help with fees applications, a button for documents, service declaration information, and managing case access. Below it is the heading Case Filings, where there are two buttons: File an application or notice, or File a document. Because we are filing a notice of acknowledgement, we should select File an application or notice. The next screen asks what you wish to file. As well as notice of acknowledgement, there are options for filing an application for extension of time, claim for costs, procedural application, or an application to review the registrar's decision. For this example, I'm selecting notice of acknowledgement. Click Continue. The portal will now take you to the summary page for this specific application, filing a notice of acknowledgement in the matter of Dawson versus White Star. There are 3 steps on this page. Step 1, enter or view the application information. Step 2, upload or view supporting documents. And Step 3, make payment. In this example, I will only be covering Step 1, entering the application information, as the upload of supporting documents and making payments are covered in separate videos. By clicking on the Step 1 box, I'm taken to the screen where I put information in about my notice of acknowledgement. The first question is whether you're asking the court to dismiss the appeal or to do something else. For this example, I will select dismiss the appeal. However, there are other options where you can put the details for other in this box here. The next question is whether you're asking the court to uphold the decision of the lower court for different or additional reasons to those previously given by the court. If you select yes, you will need to upload those reasons separately. For this example, I will select no. The last question, are you asking the court to either set aside or vary the order being appealed? If you are asking the court to vary or set aside the order being appealed, you will need to make an application to cross-appeal as a separate case file. For this example, I will select no, as I was content with the order made by the court below. I will click Continue. The second page asks about considerations for this case. There are 2 questions here. 1, whether this matter has a need for an order for anonymity, and secondly, whether this case should be dealt with urgently. For anonymity, there are 3 options. Yes, I am applying for an order for anonymity. Select this if this matter has not previously been anonymized, but you believe it should be anonymized at the Supreme Court. Option 2, yes, I'm applying to extend an order for anonymity that was made earlier in the proceedings. If you do that, you will need to upload a copy of that order with your documents later in this application, and also briefly explain in this box below why anonymity is needed. Or 3, no, an order for anonymity is not needed. For this example, I'm selecting option 3, no, an order is not needed. The next question is, does this case need to be dealt with urgently? I'm going to select no. Applications for matters to be dealt with urgently by the court should only be made if there is a genuine reason that a case should be heard at great speed. Please note, if the court does grant an expedition request or an application for a matter to be dealt with urgently, you are at risk that the case will be listed without reference to parties' diaries. Non-expedited cases are listed for the convenience of the court and the parties, but expedited matters are listed only for the convenience of the court. The portal then asks if you are asking the court to make a declaration of incompatibility. I'm going to say no here, but if you do, you must state in this box below which legislation you are challenging. The portal then asks if you are seeking to depart from a previous decision by either the JCPC, House of Lords, UKSC or Court of Appeal. Again, I'm going to say no, but if you are, you must provide the name and citation numbers of those decisions in this box below and explain those decisions. If you are asking the court to refer a question to the Court of Justice of the European Union following its departure from the EU, you should select yes here, and again identify what the question is. However, in this example, I will select no. And finally, is this a case where there should be any departure from retained EU law? This is a straightforward yes/no question. I'm going to select no. And then click complete. On clicking complete, the portal takes you back to the main page for this notice of acknowledgement, and you will see that step 1 is now green and marked with a tick. You would now upload your supporting documentation and make a payment. As mentioned earlier, these two tasks are covered in a separate video which is hosted on our website. Once these 3 steps are all completed and marked as green, you would click the declaration down here, undertaking that you understand that all parties and the court will be served the application and the documents you have provided as part of this application, and you would click submit, at which point your application becomes served and you can no longer edit it.